Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at SNK's Neo Geo Pocket Color, which is a fantastic little device that was released back in 1999. Well, in fact, there was a black and white one that was released a year earlier, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I'm looking at this because I'm visiting my parents back in the UK, and because of our global pandemic, I'm kind of a little bit housebound. So, whilst I'm here, I thought I'd have a look and rummage around in our old shed for all the old game consoles that me and my brother had. We came across the Neo Geo Pocket Color. SNK came out with the original black and white version to compete against the Game Boy. Then a year later, they were forced to come out with a revised version for the color to compete against the Game Boy Color. Now you can see here, I originally got this one, well, it looks like it was originally priced at £59. I feel like I bought this cheap in around 2004, I think, on sale. Certainly didn't pay that much, but it still has all of the original kind of documents inside it, all the different languages. It's in pretty good shape, actually. It's kind of held up 15 years in the shed pretty well. I never really got into this. I just have these small handful of games here. But it's a cool little device, very simple, two buttons with an option button. It has a coin cell battery on the back, which helps do all the save games. I had to change that. And it takes two AA batteries, which gives it 40 hours of life. Now, here is my first game, which is a Neo Geo Cup, which is a nice soccer game. It's got some very cool SNK style artwork there. Gameplay is alright, a little bit tricky on the small screen to help with the defending and attacking, but definitely serviceable. You can see there the colours are pretty cool. And then here's really probably the best game that I've got, which is Dark Arms. It's an RPG type game. It's interesting because you have to kill the enemies, and when you suck up their souls, you feed the souls to your weapons, which help evolve your weapons so you get better and better guns. So this one's pretty good. It's probably the best example of the animation and colors, at least of the games that I've got. So yeah, this is a pretty cool one actually. One thing was I was looking around on eBay for other games, and actually box games for this are already quite expensive, between 40 to 90 to 120 pounds. So to be honest, I don't know if I'm really going to be collecting many more games for this system. It's nice to see that I've got some. Here I've got Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man, there's not much to say. It's a pretty good port of it. One of the cool things about it is it actually comes with this little rubber ring which you put around the clicky joystick, and it helps make it so that the directions of the joystick are much better for going up, down, left, right, rather than having the full kind of 8-way directions on there. It's a pretty good port. It's nice to play. I think this one's actually about £40, which surprised me. It's okay. I never really loved Pac-Man, but it is a classic. Now here's Baseball Stars. I actually like the arcade version of this a lot. This is actually a half decent kind of portable console port. It's Japanese version, but you can change it to English language. I do find this one actually really hard. I don't think I have ever hit a home run in here, which is a shame because there's the SNK art style, which is really cool. They've got this really nice animation for when you do hit a home run. So I'm not going to be able to show you that here, but this is cool. This is the black and white version actually. All the 10 black and white games that came out for the original Pocket, they are forward compatible with the color. They just don't come out in color. So because the games are so expensive, I've been looking into what other options there are. And there's this Flashmaster, which looks like a good option where you can put a couple of games on there. And then there's also a game drive, which Retro HQ came out with, but it's unfortunately out of stock. I'm not sure when they're coming in. But look at some of these prices. These games are astronomical. So yeah, I think that the only option for me now is to go with the flash card option. So if the Flashmaster is the only one that's in stock, then that's probably the one I'll get. It's $100 US, I think. So going back to the title of this video, is it worth investing? Is it worth collecting for the Neo Geo Pocket Color? Well, I think it's a great little system, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it's a bit overpriced at the moment, or I don't know, the market's just a bit too high. Maybe it's just a bit too high for me. I just don't have the money to spend on this. I think at the moment, if I can get a flash drive for it, it's cool because obviously playing on the original hardware with the clicky stick and everything is better than emulating. But I don't see myself going all out and spending a lot of money to collect as much of the games as I can. That said, if you're a hardcore collector and you want to have all the kind of cool handhelds, then this is definitely one you should be looking for. There's some cool games on it. The cases are cool. They look great on your bookcase. You know, they're good fun to look through. But yeah, the prices are just a bit too high, and I just imagine they're just going to get higher and higher over the next 5 to 10 years. So up to you guys. If you're already collecting for this, if you picked up some games cheap, or if you're spending through the nose, tell me about it in the comments. Definitely want to know about it. For me, yeah, like I said, probably be emulating through a flash cart or just emulating on a different device. Anyway, really appreciate you watching. Love talking about this and revisiting it, and see you in the next one.